generation after generation. That is what they're doing with their life. So one of the things they do is they start off by getting thorns and wrapping thorns around the tree, and then they start adding in the branches around the thorns. If you look really good in this, you will see to the right, lower hand right corner, you'll see the thorns sticking out of this nest. The thorns are always at the bottom of the nest. Why? Because they're keeping the wrong things out. Here's the thing you've got to understand about building a good house. If you want to have a house that a champion lives in, you got to keep the wrong things out, and you got to keep the right things in. Let me say that again. You got to keep the wrong things out. You want your kids to be champions? There are some things that just can't come in your house. You want your kids to think like winners? There are some things they just cannot do in your house. If you want a house that wins, there are anything that's going to ruin your mind, anything that's going to ruin your relationships, anything that's going to ruin your health needs to stay out of your house. You cannot be an eagle running with the turkeys. You cannot be an eagle flying with the buzzards. You cannot be an eagle when I want to tell you something, folks. You want your kids to be smart, then they need to hang around kids that are smart. You want your husband to be a good man, then let him hang around some good men. You want to be a good woman, then quit hanging around the other kind and start hanging around good women. You want your kids to be good kids, then start making a priority in their life to hang around church kids and Christian kids and saved kids and kids that are on their way somewhere with God. You want to have the house of a champion, then you got to keep the wrong things out, and you got to keep the right things in. Garbage in, garbage out. The thorns keep things out and in. Praise God, praise God, praise God. If you want to be a champion, you've got to start with your house. Champions are made more in your house than they are in college. More in your house than they are in the youth group. More in your house than they are in the university. More in your house than they are in the high school. What goes on in your house will determine your character more than anything else. Above all, protect your house. Above all, clean up your house. Above all, take care of your house. Don't take care of another woman's husband better than you're taking care of your own. And don't be nicer to another man's wife than you are to your own. You want to be a champion? Be a champion.